Good evening, Paleo Keepers, and welcome back to Prehistoric Kingdom. Today we have some really good news in the form of the dev diary for February 2025. Now, this is full of lots of information of the upcoming update for Update 14, as well as a few things in future projects. And honestly, there's a lot to dive into, and I feel like the main thing that everyone will be here for is the baby critters, as we've got tons of photos, and they are so cute. Honestly, looking at all these baby figurines, or figurines, I don't know why I call them that, baby models, they look absolutely amazing, and the inspiration behind them is so cool. Now, for this, I'm not going to go like basically word for word of the dev diary. You can go and see it yourself if you want, but I'm going to give you the basic rundowns and something that is spotted, which I don't think I've ever seen before, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So first up, we have these like growth demonstrations, which are really cool. This is Megaloceros, and honestly, I love like just watching how like the horns are slowly growing out and developing, and it's honestly really an exciting feature because it's seamless. It's not like you get a baby, you go away, you come back, and all of a sudden it's like middle age. You go away, come back, and it's an adult. You actually get to watch these creatures grow from start to finish, and this is something I never thought we'd ever see. Now, I've played a lot of like zoo building games for a while, and you don't see things like this, and this is honestly amazing, and there's a lot of work they've had to go into to make this right, to give it that feeling, that realism, that going down to like the babies making different sounds to adults, and also all the whole work of like sleeping, walking, moving around, interactions and things like that. So there's been a lot of work that's gone into this, and it shows, it really does. And I'm so excited. Honestly, Update 14 couldn't come any faster. Now, they've done a lot of the creatures right now. I think they're up to 40 if I remember rightly, and there's only a handful left to finish off before they can basically bring out Update 14. So fingers crossed it's not too far away, because honestly the excitement for this is through the roof for myself, and I can imagine a lot of other people can't wait for this feature. A few other things that they're going to be doing as well with this update, they are going to be making some changes for some of the animals to make them feel a little bit different. For example, this is one of them. This is Smilodon Populator and Smilodon Fatalis. They are just changing them up a little bit. Obviously, Populator being a bit bigger than Fatalis and having more bulk to it, so it's quite thicker in size and whatnot. And it's nice that they are going through all the different animals, making those different changes. We saw it with the Tarbosaurus and T-Rex. So it's nice that they're doing this with some of the other animals. Not only Fatalis, we also have a bit of difference for the 3 species of Chimerasaurus. They're changing like the skull shapes, the way that the body profile is, the slight difference in like the way the heads are and things like this. It's really cool because it's just nice to see that change, and so it doesn't feel like you're placing 3 of the same creatures down just with different skin colours. They actually look like separate species, which this game blows my mind every time I play it or look at it or hear news on it. It's always innovating, it's always making it more realistic, which I absolutely love. Now, the last bit I'm going to talk about for Update 14 is the first person gameplay preview that we got given, and this is something I'm really excited for. Obviously right now we're going to be getting a more of a simple situation of it. I'm not going to say simple really, I shouldn't say that, because it's a fair bit. Obviously we can crouch, we can jump, we can like move around, we can also interact. Now, I was expecting this to be a bit later on, but we're able to use the binoculars, we're able to sit down, and we're able to open doors when going into enclosures. Now, something for the future they are planning is also animal interaction, as well as doing some of the small jobs as a zookeeper, which is something I really loved in Zoo Tycoon 2. So being able to do this in this game is going to be really fun for me. It's something I'm going to enjoy and relax, because once you've made your park, what is there to do afterwards other than improve it? But now we can also have like what I will call a mini game. Now, something I spotted in this preview, and I don't know if it's just me being unlucky, but I've had over 170 hours up to now in this game, I've never seen an animal run. Now, this is the first time I've actually seen something run. Is this new, or have I just been unlucky? I've never been able to spot it, or is this something that they are slowly implementing into the animals, into the game, doing more animations and things? Because honestly, I can't ever remember seeing anything run. It just sort of, they plod around and do their own thing. Let me know in the comments if this is something I've just missed, or is this something that's secretly been put in this video for us to find. Last but least, we got a little sneak peek of something else I'm also excited for. It's all you're ever going to hear me saying is I'm something excited for Prehistoric Kingdom, because honestly, all the stuff they add is so cool. But anyways, down to it is some paleobotany. We got to have a look at a few new plants that they're going to be adding, and honestly, they look really amazing. The detail on them, and it's something I'm going to be very excited for. I know one of the things I am probably going to recreate will be the Jurassic World Evolution 1 paleobotany greenhouse building, where if you've never played that game, basically you place one of these buildings down, you did research, you made your plants to make the food better for the dinosaurs in that game, and it's probably something I'm going to try and recreate because it'll look cool and something interesting in your staff zone. But honestly, the detail gone into these plants look amazing, especially when they're all grouped up in these little photos that we've got. So we've got a fair few. Probably my favourite walking one I've seen is the Corallopteris. I probably pronounce it wrong. I always pronounce these things wrong. Like paleobotanies, it's something I've always found interesting, but it's never been my strong forte of being able to say the names. I absolutely butcher them half the time. But honestly, looking at that plant, it looks really cool. And then obviously, like, seeing them all mixed up together. So this is going to be something that's really fun for the game. Anyways, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you've enjoyed the video and hope you've enjoyed this very brief talk on the news we've got. Like I said, if you want to go and see it, go over to the website. It goes into tons of detail on things that they have done, and like I said, I just want to give you a brief short breakdown of what we've got today. And don't forget as well, they also have a Patreon, so if you want to help them, obviously this is like a small studio, they don't have like massive backers building this game, and it's mainly the players which are doing a good job of backing. They said that their Patreon has done really well, which I'm very happy for, because this game is going to last a lot longer and not go extinct, as they say on their dev diary. But yeah, also the advantage of this Patreon, there's loads of different things that you can go and see, but you get early news, and that you also get extra bits of news that isn't included in this dev's diary. For example, it's only for your eyes to see, which is something I really find pretty fun, really cool, very interesting. It's definitely going to help out the build of this game. If you love this game as much as I do, it's just nice to support. Anyways, as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.